How you doing, everyone? My name is Ryan and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Boxtalk. Quickly again, a quick shout out to LDN_box on Twitter. Anil, thanks for the intro. We much appreciate it.
No, honestly, thank you so much. That's real top boy shit.
No.
Top boy shit. To be able to do that for us, honestly, guys.
Yeah.
And that's what, I guess that's what Twitter's about. Everyone helping out each other. But no, honestly, Mowgli, much appreciated. Thank you so much, because I did like our old one, but getting a bit stale.
I like the old one, but
you like the old one, you're a bit old school. You're a bit old school mentality. You know what I mean?
It's what we started with. But you know what I mean? You have to upgrade.
You have to upgrade with the times.
Good.
So yeah, I like the new intro. So thank you very much.
All right then.
Give it the thumbs up, people.
Okay. All right then. It's a new year.
It's a new year, 2016.
Everyone had New Year's resolutions.
Yes, sir.
People say I'm too tough on Deontay Wilder. People say I shouldn't call him Dion. So it's a new year. So
Clean slate.
Clean slate.
Clean slate. Clean slate for the heavyweight champion of the world.
A clean slate is never going to happen.
Nope.
Never going to happen. This guy cannot escape my wrath. I've had enough. And this guy's proven it once again.
How old is Dion?
About 27.
Okay, still quite. He can't be that young. Can't be the same age as Joshua.
He's about that, yeah.
Nah, he's about 30. He must be.
About 20.
What Olympics did he fight in? 2008.
2008.
2008. What was that? May? Nah.
He's young.
20 Olympics.
Maybe 29.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He's now fighting and defending his WBC heavyweight title against Artur Szpilka, who is a decent fighter, who is ranked within the top 50.
he's in the top 50.
No, mostly around 30.
Yeah.
35. So it's an improvement on Dupas.
Yeah.
It's an improvement on Molina. But it's still not the guy that the heavyweight champion of the world should be fighting. Don't get me wrong. A title holder in the heavyweight division should be fighting.
Yeah.
On the undercard, we have Charles Martin versus what's Glazkov's first name again?
I don't know Glazkov's first name.
Glazkov, yeah. Another Polish guy. He's actually a good fighter as well.
That's what. Okay.
Yeah, he's
okay. He's not bad.
Yeah.
Glazkov.
Fighting for Tyson's Fury stripped IBF belt.
How quick, by the way, is that happening?
That's what I'm trying to say, yeah.
How quick? I mean, you strip, boom.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You could tell that
they were gonna strip him. I mean, it was literally as soon as he won that belt.
Yep.
They've already signed the papers. You're getting stripped.
Yeah.
When did he fight Fury?
20th of November.
And
6 weeks
Six years later, his belt is up.
Yeah. Him and Coach even negotiated the rematch.
Damn.
You could tell my face was going to be like in this fight. Not happy boxing fan on this night. But
regardless, it's two heavyweight fights. Can't complain. It's boxing. Ryan can't complain because it's PBC.
My promoter of the year.
Yeah. He can't say nothing right now.
One fight, don't put promotion.
2 fights.
Golden Boy put some terrible fights.
2 fights. So you got like.
Alright, Golden Boy put some terrible fights.
This could be the worst heavyweight fights in a long time. Like, you know, talk about heavyweight, you know, this is really bad, you know. This is really bad. But let's look at it. Deontay Wilder, and Ryan's right, you know, we could give him excuses. We could say, no, you know, he deserves a tune-up. Well, you know, Dupas was a tune-up. Molina was a tune-up. And if you watch those fights, guys, he needs more tune-ups. This is the problem. He needs more tune-ups. He says after the fights, you know, I like getting into wars. No, you don't. No, you don't, because you've been knocking people out, so you've never known what it is to get like in a war. Yeah. So this is strange territory for you right now.
He keeps saying guys need to get their ranking up and fight me and get their ranking up.
Get their ranking up.
Go from number 50 to number 40 to number 40 to number 30. So then what's the top 10 what's the top 10 there for?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Someone, I won't mention his name, on YouTube came at me when I said Deontay Wilder needs to fight someone. He started naming all these fighters and said they're fighting that person, so Deontay Wilder has no one to choose from.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, wait, this is the heavyweight champion of the world. This is the guy that has Al Heyman behind him. Believe me, he can call any heavyweight that's got a fight, and that fight is cancelled tomorrow.
I'll give you an example. Wasn't Charles Martin supposed to fight Dominic Brazili or something like that, or one of those other young American guys, and he pulled out the fight
to get this
10 days before the fight because he got the title shot.
Yeah. Happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Also, let's be fair, yeah. I don't care who you are. I'm trying to say, you're not telling me that the top 10 heavyweights in the world right now are all fighting in the next 3 months. No way.
Yeah.
He had options, and I'm trying to say. But this is what Deontay Wilder does, and this is what I'm trying to say. I'm getting really pissed off with him, yeah, because he's picking these guys on short notice. Come on now. To get a standard training camp for boxing is 6 to 8 weeks.
Standard.
Some guys go 10,
you're
12.
run of the mill. No disrespect, York Hall, Bethnal Green, Southern Area title. You want 7 or 8 weeks to train for that. You want to get in tip top. If someone's saying you got challenged for the heavyweight championship of the world, you want 3 months.
Yeah.
You want a 3-month training camp, not to go full pelt, but you want to be able to work your way into it. He's giving guys 5 weeks notice.
All the time. It's a setup.
And that's a fact. If you guys think we're lying, guys, go and watch some interviews. Peter Fury on IFL TV, and he clearly says it. They've asked for Hughie Fury on 3 weeks notice.
Again, Szpilka is a good fighter.
Yeah.
Looks like he's a decent fighter, and he seems to come in shape. Guarantee, yeah, he's not going to be in his best shape he's ever been in. He's not going to be in the shape he was when he fought Brian Jennings.
Yeah, and he still got beat in that fight. You know, on the flip side of that, when I've watched Deontay Wilder's fights, and I've watched, you know, Stavern was probably his best performance in terms of fighting a recognised kind of contender, or Stavern was champion at the time. But I've watched Dupas fight about 4 or 5 times. Been hard to do it, but I've done it. And I watched Molina's fight a few times as well. There are so many holes there that, as much as I know your thing is, if you're the champion, you've got to fight the champion. I get that, but there are so many holes that if I'm Deontay Wilder's promoter, and remember, you got to look at that side sometimes, where he makes money. You know, he sells tickets, not that many, but he sells tickets. He's on a big money contract, and the PBC want to keep the heavyweight title belt. You know how big it is, and they're going to obviously make up Glazkov might and fight him next. You look at him thinking he simply isn't ready for. Forget Povetkin, forget those names. He's not ready for a Pulev who's come off a loss. The dangers around Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder doesn't hit you and knock you out early, you're in big trouble.
Deontay Wilder is still trying to build himself up quietly. He's got this mouth.
Bomb squad,
and he just talks like this all day. I'm like, wait a minute, does this guy ever shut up? He's not talking no sense. He's just talking and calling out, saying, I'll be this guy, I'll fight Fury, I'll fight Klitschko, I'll fight Povetkin, they won't fight me. I was like, what are you talking about? And that's what does it. If you just humble, saying, look, I'm a young guy, I got a title, I'm still learning my craft, so give me 18 months, guys. I'm sure what I could do.
Almost like what Billy Joe Saunders has done.
Yeah.
Where he's kind of said, you know, I'm still a bit away from these guys, but give me a few months, I'm ready for these guys.
I want to be
take that. No one's saying give Billy Saunders Golovkin. No one's asking for that, because you know, it's like, you can see there are still things to work on. You've got a title, well done, but there's still things to work on. But I get you, Deontay Wilder's always been the opposite, where I can knock this guy and knock everyone out, and now you kind of hit a wall where you're not knocking guys out in one round anymore. The division's mine, I'm going to take on, I'm going to do all this stuff. You had the title for over a year now. Now, where was this?
This will be a year, no, January will be a year. January will be a year now.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, 3 fights in. Yeah, 3 fights last year since he won the title. 3 fights to this title win. This fight's going to be his 4th fight now. Against who?
Does Spitzer cause many problems?
Spitzer's durable. A little bit one-dimensional.
Yep.
Hence why he's not ranked in the top 20 by anyone, most probably.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if WBC ranked him though.
Of course it's not.
If I check it, he must be ranked.
Yeah.
But against the universal rankings, must be ranked around 30. He will be durable, he will be tough, and he will get stopped. And that's what will happen. And Deontay Wilder will run around the ring and start dancing like he just knocked out Mike Tyson.
Yeah. Doesn't dance.
He does dance.
Does he dance around the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can't stand watching him, bro.
No, you know, it's not. I feel sorry for him. I'm not joking. I know you're going to say, "Well, don't hit me." I just feel sorry for him because we've got a guy here that clearly knows his limitations. I think he does. I think he knows his limitations. He must do. I mean, he's not an idiot. But at the same time, has to understand that he's like a black American heavyweight champion, and all of them have been European. The belt's been over in Europe for all this while. And now America, I feel like America will put pressure on him to do things. And when he's clearly, his trainer, his manager and promoter clearly know he's not ready for those things. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
He's not trainers, isn't it?
Any trainer that he's
Mark Breland.
Is Mark Breland his trainer?
Yeah. I mean, bloody, mostly the best amateur of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah, but the American best, not
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to chuck in the Cubans and all that.
No.
Okay.
One of America's best amateurs of all time. Now I'm trying to say.
So he knows then. He knows boxing. He can see all the problems.
You know what I mean?
You know it works around. We've been around it now. Yeah. They put the names in front of you. And it's like, how much? Povetkin, too risky, not enough money.
No, it's not even that. take those guys that are ranked out and give me those guys there.
You know
They're
the
not
problem is
doing
now.
it.
You know
They're
the
not doing
problem is with boxing right now, and I'll tell you this for a fact. It's these big 8 or 9 fight contracts. Regardless of who you fight, unless it's on pay-per-view, because it isn't now with PBC, you're getting that man. So you're on a Deontay Wilder was a $10 million contract, $10 million contract, I think it was.
Yeah, so
for 5 fights or something.
Yeah, so they've got to get their money out.
So regardless, he knows if I fight Povetkin, I'm getting $2 million. Spitz get $2 million. Spitz.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Do you know what I mean? Where before it was like fight. You know, you got to fight a guy to earn money. Now it's like I'm a contract regardless.
This is why,
and free TV's hurting him as well.
You love talking about UFC, so you're gonna love this.
I love UFC.
This is why
he's out. You know what I like about UFC? Because you can kill someone. Oh, I don't mean that. No, you know what I mean. You can literally put someone to sleep. And you don't have to be with a right hand. You don't have to hurt them. You can put them to sleep.
We're not talking about MMA.
All right, well.
Before I was gonna make it, this is why sometimes I'm trying to say, as much as I dislike Dana White for his attitude as well, I think his attitude again, he's like a dictator.
But
sometimes
the butt's big here.
But sometimes he just says, look, you have to fight each other,
no matter what.
I don't care if he's in the same camp, the same teammates, whatever. You're number 1, you're number 2. You have to fight, and that is it.
Have we ever watched UFC and said, "Oh, why is he not matching them?" We've never watched it. It's almost like he matches them regardless.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Love it.
You've got the WBC there, which is the most powerful belt and powerful organization in the world, and they're just letting fighters run rampant over them.
Right, do what they want.
Yeah, because remember, it's not just Al Heyman and Deontay Wilder, because Canelo's doing the same thing. It's no use having sanctioning bodies. Let's be fair, even commissions should not rank fighters like Dupas and Molina to fight heavyweight champion in the world.
Look, I mean, I know you don't want me to mention UFC, but I've got to mention it slightly. Like Conor McGregor, for example, he's 145-pound champion. He wants to fight Dos Anjos, who's the 155-pound champion. He's not said 150 catch weight. Yeah. You know, 151. Tell Dos Anjos to come. You have to go up, Dana said, and that's the way it works. You want to fight Dos Anjos 155. Boxers right now, boxers have taken over. And it needs to come back. You almost need the old Don King days, you know, where Don King's the promoter and this is how it goes. Boxers are now more powerful than promoters.
Don King's putting the supercars back in the day.
I'm telling you.
The supercars.
Fantastic cards.
Yeah. Alright then, so Adi, who you got in this fight?
Deontay Wilder, stoppage.
Late.
Yeah, he's not been knocking people.
8-9.
8-9. As soon as the levels have gone up, he seems to not be able to knock these guys down anymore.
8-9. That's wild.
Yeah. Have you seen his finishing?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Wow. It's up there with Scott Quigg. I'm just saying.
On the undercard.
Yes.
For the vacant IBF belt.
Yes.
Heavyweight title.
Yes.
You got Charles Martin.
Yeah.
Versus Glazkov. I've seen Charles Martin fight 3 times. And 3 times I was unimpressed.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah, they're all big now.
About 6'5".
All big.
There's like a punch.
They're not real fighters anymore.
Yeah,
they're guys that they're athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet you any money. I could be wrong. He's either played basketball or American football in college and is turned over.
And they done his knee or something.
Done his knee and took up boxing. I could be wrong, but I guarantee you he's not been boxing since he was 8 or 9. Like real heavyweight stand back in the day. It's changed now. It's crazy.
Charles Martin
fought Tom Dallas 3 fights ago.
Yeah, or 2 fights ago.
I
watched that fight here.
Tom Dallas.
Terrible, yeah.
No disrespect, Tom, but just saying. I fought you.
I'm not going to talk about Charles Martin. I don't know how he got a title shot.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. Anyhow Charles Martin wins this fight, Don King will sacrifice Charles Martin to Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
and he will tell the Wilder to forget the WBC belt because you've already been that belt, you already got that belt, and let Povetkin have it. And because he's still a world champion, they'll just promote him as Deontay Wilder world champion.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's go back now. Glazkov is a much better fighter than Charles Martin.
Yeah.
I've seen Glazkov fight loads of times.
Glazkov's a much better fighter than Szpilka. He's better fighter than Szpilka.
Yes.
Not much,
but I think he's better as well. Yeah. And Szpilka should win. Sorry, Glazkov should win this fight. But I'm scared. Glazkov got outboxed by a tall, rangy Malik Scott with no power, and he got a controversial draw in that fight.
Yeah.
Charles Martin is about the same size as
Malik Scott.
Malik Scott doesn't have the boxing skills of Malik Scott. Don't get
that's
me
what I was
wrong.
just about to say.
But
he doesn't even have the boxing IQ of Malik Scott.
He doesn't. But if he's told just jab and keep range, jab and keep range, jab and keep range, even if it's sloppy, he might just steal a decision. And this I'm scared of. Glazkov's not short, don't get me wrong. But I'm just concerned. to be fair, PBC has put on no conscious decisions really.
Yeah, that's
They've been really fair with the decisions.
I haven't seen anything that I think what.
Yeah, I mean, the only one I saw was Garcia Peterson, which was close.
Yeah.
But I thought Peterson won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The part I'm making is it'll be a fair fight, but I got a feeling they're gonna somehow Martin's gonna win this fight. I don't know. I can't see in my boxing brain how he wins.
No, I think they'll give it to Glazkov regardless. I think Glazkov's the better boxer.
But Glazkov has to knock him out.
Yeah, I think he could knock him out if I'm honest with you. Charles Martin's fought no one. Look, everyone's going to say Glazkov's fought no one, but
do you see his jab?
Charles Martin's record?
Do you see his jab?
Yeah, Glazkov.
No, Charles Martin.
Yeah.
He drops it low when he throws it. Like, really, like, you just want to throw it straight right over the top.
That's almost letting you come in. But I just feel like Martin's fought absolutely... This is embarrassing. Honestly, this is why I said, Derek Chisora, get yourself over to PBC because there's a chance there. There's a chance.
Derek Chisora could beat Charles Martin.
This is my point.
He'll beat Charles Martin.
He'll beat him.
I think he'll stop him within
This is it.
5-6.
Charles Martin is, no disrespect, yes, he might be unbeaten, and yes, he might have the body of an Adonis, but he's not a great fighter. And if Glazkov doesn't beat him, then it says a lot about the heavyweight division right now. It really does. Everyone's talking about this new era of the heavyweight division. I'm not sold on it yet. I still am not. I'm still haven't yet to see anyone stand out for me that I think, you know. Honestly, I think everyone can beat everyone. And I think I'm chucking everyone. Oh, no, sorry, Ortiz is there. I'll take that. One thing I will say is that America, and I genuinely mean this, do not know how to promote their fighters. I mean, you look at this country for a second. Andy Joshua, Dylan White, 2 novices. Let's be honest, 15 and 14 fights. Done 400,000 pay-per-view buys.
Or more.
They know how to promote their fighters over here. America don't know how to... I remember when Eddie Hearn said, when he went to the Hall of Fame, and he's Barry Hearn, and he said Andre Ward was just walking around. No one was running up to him and asking for... Andre Ward was walking around. Olympic champion, probably one of the best of his generation, walking around. No one knows who he is.
Let's go back and let's talk about some of the old guard. And let's be honest, Don King and especially Bob Arum has said these new guys can't promote. Even Oscar said these guys see what we done, try to do what we done. They can't promote. Remember when the Cold was on? He said these guys ain't promoters. These guys are like bloody sweet shop owners. They got a little money, so when they open a little shop, they don't know how to promote. And when you look at historically what Bob Arum's done, you can't argue him. When you look at historically what Don King's done, you can't argue him. Look what Lou Duva done. Can't argue with those people, those type of people. These guys here now, they've got a lot to live up to, and that's the problem. Is I think people that watch us, like people that watch Boxtalk that actually know boxing, knows that boxing was a much bigger sport back in the day because it was promoted as a marquee sport. Nowadays it's promoted as a niche sport. Yeah,
but I just feel like it's the promoters that are letting them down.
Yeah, that's it. It's promoted as a niche sport. It's not promoted as a marquee sport.
Yeah, because I feel like promoters, because these boxers are there to fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, even Mike Tyson. Yes, Mike Tyson didn't promote himself. That was just him. Do you know what I mean? He didn't promote himself. That was just Mike Tyson.
But you also had the story. You had the custom model story behind it. And I'm trying to train Floyd Patterson and blah blah blah.
I mean, look at Andy Joshua. He's not exactly doesn't talk. You know what I mean? Doesn't do anything stupid. But people still want to tune in. You know what I mean? That's Olympic champion. Got Deontay Wilder on the other side. Olympic medalist as well.
Again, you will never have an American star base right now that be pay-per-view in bloody 12 fights.
No
fights.
Bloody way. And not just pay-per-view. 450,000, 500,000 pay-per-view.
Again, I'm not trying to stamp on GGG, but GGG's been a marquee name and a title holder for maybe 3 years now, and he couldn't draw 100,000.
100,000. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah. Again, promotion. I said it before. All right, guys. Glazkov Martin. Believe it or not, this is for a heavyweight title. I know what you're thinking. Impossible. No, it's real.
No, it's not for that title. I think they're fighting for one of these.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking,
they're fighting for one of those.
They're fighting for one of these belts. It's embarrassing. But no, this is really going down for IBF heavyweight title. Look, Tyson Fury was stripped and uproar was going on. We always moan in this country, oh my God, who was Anthony Joshua fighting? He's fighting no one. Glazkov Martin guys are fighting for IBF title. So someone's like, I'm not trying to say we should shut up, but probably should shut up. You know what I mean? We should probably shut up a bit, you know? Because anyone can get a title shot right now. And this is what I was saying to Ryan on one of the videos. I said the way to get a heavyweight title is now so easy, it's almost embarrassing. Do you know what I mean? Normally you have to go for at least 4 or 5 marquee guys. Heavyweight titles now, and titles in general, just getting so diluted, it's become embarrassing. And this is one of those fights. No disrespect to Glazkov and Martin, but as a boxing fan, I've never heard of Martin before.
I don't watch fights. I don't watch title fights. I watch good boxing matches, competitive matches.
And this could be a good match. This could be. Martin's going to go for it, and Glazkov's decent as well. This could be a good match, but this shouldn't be what you aim for as the pinnacle of the sport. This is the pinnacle. This shouldn't be the fight for a pinnacle. But guys, I'm still going to tune in regardless, and it is Ryan's Promoter of the Year that's putting this show on. The card though.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, everyone puts on bad cards sometimes.
It's a bad one. Just kick off the year as well. Man, okay, no, real talk though. To kick off the year.
Listen,
To start the year.
I love talking about boxing. I ate smart this whole video. I'm refilming for about half hour.
You smart when I have the belt.
Yeah.
Alright guys.
The IBF plastic belt they're fighting for.
Yeah. I ain't getting used to this. Alright guys, leave your comments below. Deontay Wilder versus Szpilka. Glazkov, Martin, heavyweight titles are on the line. Who wins? We're going for Glazkov, Wilder, and that fight then probably happens in June, July. What kind of upset happens? Can Martin and Szpilka walk out with titles? Oh my god, get your money on that. That must be like 1,000 to 1. Who knows?
That's the lottery tonight.
That is the lot. Check out tickets, boy. Peace.